Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to a new episode here of Zaku News on the USA Gundam TV channel, and today is Monday, August 31st. So right at the end of the month here, we're squeezing in one more episode to talk about some new stuff that's been announced in the past 2 weeks since our last episode, and it's basically a couple of P-Bandai things as usual, a couple of new Gundam base exclusive things, and then a little bit of actual news, but it's quite exciting. So let's get into it. First, talking about some figure related stuff here. We got a new image of a Metal Build Lightning Striker pack. So this is going to be another one of these added like new striker packs, new backpacks, equipment sets that they're making for the Metal Build Strike here. So no price or release date set for this yet, but the Lightning Striker pack, as far as I know, is not something I've ever heard of before. I think this is new, or it's got to be from a manga or something totally new. It wasn't in the anime anyway, so I don't know anything about it, but it does look pretty cool. What we can see from the image here, it looks pretty crazy. So if you have this metal build strike already, it does look like a pretty awesome backpack set of equipment there for it. It has some rifles in there too, so it's not only just the backpack from what we can tell. And there might be more too, but so far this is the only image we have of this, so I guess we'll probably see some more information in the next couple months. So I'll let you guys know once we have more on that. But let's move on then to the Premium Bandai Robot Damashi Gaidre. This is that really super weird mobile armor. I don't actually even know what this is from. I've seen it around every now and then. It's super weird. This is coming out in January for 26,500 yen, so around $250, so like around there. It's gonna be a pretty expensive one. This one pretty big too, and I guess this is probably gonna be similar to like the Robot Damashi Nightingale, which looked amazing. And I mean, this figure actually does look really good from the few images we've seen of it so far. I mean, it's a really super weird design that I particularly don't really like, but they're really making it look pretty interesting here with this Robot Damashi. So I think they did a really super good job on the Robot Damashi Nightingale. Which was a kind of similarly large, big, massive kind of mobile suit, mobile armor kind of thing. And this one as well does look pretty cool. So the camel pattern on there also is really nice. So it looks like it's definitely going to be a really high quality figure, or a really good representation of this very strange mobile suit or mobile armor. I'm not sure exactly which one technically it is, but let's move on then to some Gundam Base Limited stuff. So this is some new Gundam Base Limited items that are going to be available here from the start of September through Gundam Base stores. They're physical Gundam Base locations. Alternately, you guys should be able to get these through different third-party proxy sellers, things like that. So some clear color kits here. First, the Gundam Base Limited HG Pale Rider Ground Battle Heavy Equipment Type clear color version of that. So there's a few different versions of the HG Pale Rider. Basically, this is the Ground Battle Heavy Equipment Type. So it's got like the big massive cannon and some different equipment on it compared to some other versions of that. And as you can see, it's in clear color. So that's going to be for 2,000 yen. Then also the HG, also Gundam Base Limited, HG Sandrock clear color here, coming out at the beginning of this September as well for 1,500 yen. This one also, the Pale Rider, I mean, is kind of alright, but the clear color Sandrock, I don't know, it's not my taste. And I don't really necessarily like a lot of clear color kits myself, but some of them look okay. And I'm sure this probably, is appealing to some Sandrock fans or some people out there, but it's not a very attractive mobile suit in clear color, I would say, and not one of the best, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys think if you think differently. Let's move on then to also the Gundam Base Limited HG Arc-782 Gundam Beyond Global version. So this one is also going to be coming out as a clear color kit for 2,000 yen. Looks pretty cool. I mean, we've seen every version of the Arc-782 come out as clear color versions over time, so it's not like it's like, oh wow, I never imagined what the Arc-782 looks like in clear color. It's not really necessarily anything new, it's just the new design of the Arc-782 now in clear colors, so it looks pretty cool. The Arc-782 I think is one that doesn't look too bad in clear colors sometimes, so that looking pretty cool. And they're using like the lighter clear. It's not such a milky clear like what they used for the white on the Sandrock. For this one, for the white, they used a much more clear color. It's got less color to it, I guess I should say. I think that looks a lot better than the more milky white that they use for the Sandrock. So that's a big no-no on my book. So, all right, then last one here is the Gundam Base Limited HG Mobile Doll May Gundam Base Colors. This is not a clear color version, just a Gundam Base color, so it's just an alternate color version here of Mobile Doll May. As far as I can see here, it doesn't look like it's coming with any new parts. It just comes with in different colors and with some stickers. You got some Gundam Base stickers to put on that for some markings on it, so that's something unique about this kit anyway. This is going to be for 2,500 yen for that one, so those will all be coming out here right at the beginning of September. Now let's get into some P-Bandai stuff, where we have some pretty exciting things. Premium Bandai Master Grade Gundam TR1 Hazel Owsla. So I wasn't sure if they were going to be doing any more Master Grade Advanced Zeta stuff here, but we've got one more at least here with the Hazel Owsla version. So it's basically like a combination of the Primrose parts and like some new parts, and then like some parts from the Advanced Hazel. Basically like the lower half of the Advanced Hazel and the head. But anyway, this is going to be out in December for 8,000 yen. Now, if you only wanted just the Escape Pod Primrose on its own, or you wanted another one of those on its own to give to another kid, or you wanted to have double of them or something like that, you are going to be able to also buy the Emergency Escape Pod Primrose on its own as well for 2,500 yen, so around 25 bucks for just the Emergency Escape Pod Primrose as well too. So if you guys are collecting these, if you have, already the Master Grade Hazel and Advanced Hazel and Hazel 2, then, you're probably going to want to get the Hazel Owsla as well, and then, get an Escape Pod Primrose, and you can use that with another one of your Hazels or something, and you've probably got the Hurudu as well, too, and you can combine all this stuff to make all sorts of different variants, of course. So I definitely am looking forward to picking up both the full kit and the Primrose myself, because just got to have all those variants, of course. Those are looking pretty cool. Definitely gotta love those, all you Advanced Zeta fans out there like myself. And then one more P-Bandai thing here, which is also pretty exciting for me, is the Master Grade Blaze Zaku Phantom / just a regular Zaku Warrior that you can make here with this kit. This is also coming out in December as well for 4,500 yen. So pretty similar price to what the original kit came out at. I think the original kit, the Lunamari Hawks version, which was the standard release version that we got, I think was also 4,500 yen, so same price. And this one is giving you the parts to make just the standard Zaku Warrior or the Blaze Zaku Phantom, which is the one with the big missile pods on its backpack as well too. And that's looking really cool. No Ray, what's his name? Ray Zaburel, I think that's right. The white and kind of like light bluish white colored version of this. I can assume it's probably going to come out as yet another variant later on down the line, so if you wanted that particular color version, it's probably safe to assume that that will also come out at some point, but for now, you can make that with this kit, and you can just repaint it to the correct colors. As I said before, the Zaku Warrior and the different variants of the Zaku Warrior is a design that I particularly like. It's a pretty good, solid Master Grade. If you heard my review about that kit, I thought it was a little bit more on the simple side as far as Master Grades go. It was kind of like almost in between an RE100 kit and a Master Grade, in my opinion, is how I described it in my review. That being said, still a good, solid kit, a really enjoyable kit, and again, it's a cool design, so I'm looking forward to that one coming out in December. But now let's move on to a last couple things here that are just going to be standard release things, and we don't really have a whole lot of information about this yet, but we got the announcement that the next RG kit is going to be the Zeong. So a choice that seems very out of left field. I never would have guessed the Zeong, but it's coming out. The RG is Zeong, and just based on the line art is all we have to go off so far, and the line art looks great. So I think, I'm not being particularly a big fan of the Zeong myself, I do want to see more about this kit. I'm interested to see what the kit looks like, and I'm interested in building it and checking it out, and maybe I'll get a lot more appreciation for the Zeong with this new kit version of that. So I'm sure it'll be pretty cool, so I'm looking forward to that. And then possibly a P-Bandai Perfect Zeong coming out later on down the line. It makes sense, but who knows? We'll have to see. But I think it's probably a safe bet. We'll just have to wait. Probably sometime next year, maybe. I don't know. The RG Zeong. So yeah, we don't have a price or release date, anything for this yet. I would guess maybe December or January, probably. I'm not sure. If it was December, I feel like they would have said December. But because they haven't released a release date for this yet, I'm wondering if maybe it was probably scheduled to be coming out in December at first, but maybe it's pushed back because Bandai does seem to be a little bit behind in their production. But I'm not sure. I don't take my word for that. I don't know for sure. But I wouldn't be surprised if maybe this was a little bit delayed and they pushed it back to January of next year. So we'll have to wait and see. And then the last thing here, out of left field also, is a very strange thing that's become a little bit of a meme. Some people love it, some people hate it, is the HD Build Divers Re-Rising Gundam Grand Cross Colors. So this is a combination, like Super Sentai style, of a bunch of different HD mobile suits that you can put together to make this massive mobile suit. And this gold color version of that, I guess is going to be coming out as just a standard kit next month for 7,500 yen. So it's obviously it's going to be a little bit pricey, 75 bucks for a massive HD kit, because it's basically buying multiple HD kits and SD kit in one set to be able to make this, and they all come in gold, so that's pretty cool. That said, you don't need to buy this gold set. If you already have all these kits individually, you should be able to make this with the parts that are included in the Aegis Knight Gundam. So you'll need that kit definitely, and then you need also the other kits there that you can see to be able to make this. But if you want the gold version, you can get this as a separate gold version. I mean, it does look pretty cool in gold, I gotta say. This, for such a massive, you know, nonsense design of a Gundam, I mean, at least once it's all a gold, it looks, you know, kind of alright. But people have been having their fun with that design, and like I said, it seems to be, people are pretty mixed. That some people are like totally on board with it, and I think a lot of other people are just kind of like, what the heck is that? But fair enough. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below. That's it for this week, guys. Hopefully in the next week's episode, it'll be in 2 weeks from now. We'll have some more stuff to see, talk about the RG Zeong, hopefully, and then hopefully some more news as to maybe something else that's coming out maybe in December or beginning of January. Maybe the new Perfect Grade, we'll finally get some more information about that. I don't know, but I know I keep saying that, and we just keep waiting. So until then, guys, thank you all so much for your support. Check the link down below to USA Gundam Store. You can shop online there. You know, get your pre-orders in for, well, a lot of this stuff is P-Bandai and Gundam Base exclusive that we talked about today. But anything else, of course, you can pre-order. Make sure you get that stuff right away, any new stuff that's coming out. So check the link down below. And thanks, guys, so much for watching. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.